Once upon a time, there lived an old man named Elias and a young boy named Sam. Their lives were simple, filled with the daily work of a farmhouse. One bright morning, the owner of the farm called them over. "Elias, Sam," he said with a friendly smile, "I need you to go to town and buy some food for the animals. Take the donkey, it will help you carry the food." Excited to help, Sam jumped up. "Let's go, Elias," he shouted. The old man smiled back, happy to see the boy so eager. They set off together, the donkey walking beside them. As they traveled, Sam, full of excitement, climbed onto the donkey's back. "Look at me, Elias," he laughed, feeling the wind on his face. But as they continued down the dusty road, they met a neighbor named Mr. Thompson. "Look at that," Mr. Thompson yelled. "The old man walks while the boy rides. That's not right. You should switch places." Elias thought for a moment. Maybe he's right, he considered. I should let Sam enjoy the ride. So, they switched places. Now, Elias rode the donkey while Sam walked beside him, still smiling. However, their new plan didn't last long. Soon, they saw a woman carrying a heavy basket. She stopped and frowned. "What are you thinking, old man?" she scolded. "You're making that poor boy walk while you relax on the donkey." Feeling guilty, Elias sighed. "Maybe I should get off and let Sam ride." So, they both got down and continued walking together. But their troubles didn't end there. At a little shop where they stopped for water, the shopkeeper, a grumpy man named Mr. Harris, shook his head. "You two are foolish," he scoffed. "You have a donkey, yet you're walking. Get on and ride." Feeling the pressure, Elias and Sam exchanged uncertain glances. "Let's ride together," Sam suggested, his excitement returning. They climbed onto the donkey, side by side, laughing at how silly they looked. Yet, their laughter was short-lived. As they passed a group of villagers, one man shouted, "Shame on you both. You're overloading that poor donkey. It can't carry two people." Worried and overwhelmed by everyone's opinions, Elias and Sam got off the donkey once again. They stood there, unsure of what to do. Finally, Sam sighed. "Let's carry the donkey." So, they hoisted the donkey onto their shoulders, struggling under its weight. It was a ridiculous sight, but they were determined. As they walked, laughter erupted from onlookers. The donkey, however, seemed to enjoy the attention and started braying loudly. Then, they reached a narrow bridge over a river. Just as they stepped forward, their grip slipped. In an instant, the donkey tumbled off their shoulders and into the water with a loud splash. Sam gasped, his eyes wide. Elias stood frozen in shock. The donkey flailed for a moment, before the current swept it away. Panic washed over them. The villagers who had been watching rushed to the riverbank, their voices rising in anger. "Look what you've done," they shouted. "You couldn't even keep a donkey safe." Elias and Sam stood there, defeated and ashamed, staring at the water where the donkey had disappeared. The weight of their failure hung heavy in the air. And in that moment, Elias realized something. No matter how hard they tried to please everyone, it had only led to disaster. He placed a hand on Sam's shoulder and spoke gently. "Sam, we've learned something today." Sam sniffed, his voice quiet. "What do you mean?" Elias sighed, gazing at the rushing river. "We cannot please everyone. No matter what we do, there will always be someone ready to criticize us. Instead of chasing approval, we should focus on what really matters." Sam nodded slowly, beginning to understand. They walked back to the farmhouse in silence, each lost in thought. Elias reflected on how much time he had wasted trying to make others happy, only to lose what was important. From that day on, Elias and Sam learned to trust their own choices, no longer swayed by other people's opinions. Dear friends, you've learned a simple lesson today: life is too short to try to please everyone. Focus on what matters to you, and let go of the rest. You are worthy, just as you are.